Hello everyone and welcome back to Destiny. It's not every day that we get to talk about Destiny 2, so I'm pretty excited to go over some substantial new information we got yesterday directly from Activision Blizzard. Activision Blizzard is of course the parent company that owns Activision, which is the publisher for Destiny. And yesterday Activision Blizzard held their Q4 investor earnings call where they outlined their successes and some of their plans for 2017. Some of their other major franchises include Overwatch, Call of Duty, and Skylanders, so you can imagine that they had a lot to talk about. But for our purposes, these investor calls are usually where we learn little nuggets of info about Destiny. And this time, we got a long-awaited confirmation that the Destiny sequel will in fact be arriving in fall 2017. And we also got a few more details about the game that are pretty exciting and are sure to help Destiny fans rest easy, at least until we learn more about the game itself. Let's jump in and check it out. So during the investment call portion, they didn't talk too much about Destiny, but they did provide us with a slide that included some interesting language about the Destiny sequel. It stated, "Full Destiny sequel in 2017 to broaden the franchise's global reach, which along with follow-on content plans set the stage for growth." So of course the first big detail is that the game is in fact coming out in 2017. There were some rumors starting to circulate that Bungie was having issues with their game engine and that the game would be delayed until 2018, but it seems that those rumors can now be put to rest. The line goes on to mention that they want to broaden the franchise's global reach. This is a very interesting statement. A lot of people and I believe that this may be more evidence that the game is coming to PC. The game is currently on PS4 and Xbox One, so it's hard to think of ways that they can broaden their appeal to more players without adding another major platform into the mix, PC. I'm personally a fan of this and really hope it comes true, as I want the game to be as pretty as possible when I play it. The slide then goes on to read that, along with follow-on content plans, sets the stage for growth. I believe that with more regular content updates, people will continue to rave about the game by word of mouth and on social media, showing the naysayers that Destiny is much more content rich and much more worth getting invested in. I think Activision Blizzard saw the incredible success of Overwatch as they observed their player base grow to its current all-time high of 25 million players, almost a year into its life cycle. This is definitely not something you usually see in the industry, as the player base usually starts to go down a few months after launch. A lot of that growth has to do with the positive reactions to steady stream of content and the support by the developers. The rate at which new content is being injected into the game is absolutely incredible, and it's hard to find a genuine negative comment about the game as a whole. If Destiny wants to continue to grow beyond the launch of the initial game, more frequent updates and content drops will be required to do so. And from the sounds of it, it seems like that's exactly their post-launch focus. Now, during the Q&A portion of the call at the end is where we learned a lot more about Destiny's sequel. The question they got was, what you and Bungie learned from Destiny 1 that is informing the design process for Destiny 2 and your plans for post-launch content. Eric Hirschberg, Activision CEO, responded himself with the following. The development of Destiny 2 is going great, and it's indeed on track for a release this fall. As for the particulars, we've got a big reveal planned. I'm gonna let the game do most of the talking, but I'll give you some broad strokes. I think that our team and our great partners at Bungie are doing a very nice job on two fronts. One is that if you're one of the millions of players really invested in Destiny 1 and have put a lot of hours and passion into the game, you're gonna love this game. And there's a lot more of what you love here. For anyone who hasn't tried Destiny or hasn't played it in a while, we think we've made a game with the sequel that's gonna have a lot for them too. He continued to say that the cornerstone of that is a great cinematic story that has been a real focus, with a great cast of memorable, relatable characters, coupled with some nice ways to make the game more accessible to casual players without losing anything that our core players love. We've made it more accessible to someone who just wants to have a great, more casual first-person action experience. We're also going to introduce Destiny to a number of new players by going to some international markets that we haven't been in before. So we'll leave the rest for the reveal, but we're very excited for the game and it'll be coming this fall. So with that statement, let's go over the Destiny sequel facts. There are still a lot of rumors and fake news floating around, so let's list what we actually know. The Destiny sequel will be released in fall 2017 and will be debuted sometime before then with a special reveal. Unfortunately, we don't know when that reveal will be. Also, it's worth noting that they have yet to refer to the game as Destiny 2. It's always referred to as the Destiny sequel. Number 2, the game will feature a cinematic story with a great cast of memorable, relatable characters. Bungie already learned with The Taken King that a cinematic story with a great cast of characters works much better, so it will no doubt be the focal point of the vanilla release. Number 3 is that the game will appeal to more casual players without losing anything that our core players love. It's hard to say what this might mean, but it might be pointing towards some alternative game modes like a PvP mode where you don't use your own inventory, similar to old Halo games, or perhaps a survival type game mode where you start with nothing like they did in The Division. Something to allow players to simply just jump in and have fun. Aside from that, these are the only facts we know about the sequel. Literally everything else you read online is based on rumor and speculation, so be careful about what you read. If you want to dive into the magical world of rumors and speculation, I made a video a while back that goes over the most credible rumors and what they all might mean for the game. So hit the eye in the upper corner or link in the description to check that video out. Anyways, let me know what you think all of this information means. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more Destiny content. And I will see you all next time. With this update, Rangefinder will now come with a small penalty to zoom time when aiming down sights. That means that it will take you slightly longer to aim your shotgun if you're using Rangefinder, but increasing ADS time was my solution to balancing shotguns without needing to nerf their effectiveness.